welcome back to Game Room Crafts. I'm Kelly. This is my game room. Let's play. Today, we're making a dragon. I like this dragon. I've never done this one before. He's new to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush his spine. I'm going to brush his claws. I'm going to try and get down in here. He has, I don't know if they're horns or spikes of some sort, but I'm going to make those all the same color. Now those are all going to be the Pearl X Solar Gold. I know I used this color at some point. I don't remember on what, so I really don't remember what it looks like. I mean, that looks pretty. Hopefully that works for what we're doing. We're going to paint all those things with the solar gold, and then I'm going to make the rest of the dragon orange, which is not a color that I use often. Not the one I wanted. I want this one, which is an angle brush. Well, it's silicone because I want to go right down that center spine. And I hope, is it working? I'll kind of stretch them out a little bit. Let's see. I don't know what the best tool is for the job, but whatever the best tool is for the job, that's what I want to use. So, oh, this lipstick brush seems to be working. Lipstick applicator, which I can link in the description box below. Okay, so I think that's all the gold we're going to be using. I did all 4 claws. Tried to get down into those horns. I will have to say that if you get this mold, so you see one hole, but once you get in that hole, there are 3 cavities that need to be colored. So when I pour that, I'm going to have to be careful that I don't get bubbles in those 3 cavities. Otherwise, we're going to end up having to fill it after the fact with like UV resin, and everybody knows how much I love doing that. So I'm going to try and just give this a quick little wipe down. I did try to get the loose powder out. I was blowing periodically while I went in. Now, if I get a little gold here and there in the scales, okay. I mean, it happens, right? In fact, I kind of like, magic-y iridescent. Yeah, that's it. We're going to go with that story. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix up my resin. And I'm not sure how much this is going to take because it's not that big, but he's a little deep. If you look at that, where the horns are, right? So, I think I will try mixing up. I'm going to try mixing up 6 ounces. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, then I'll make up more. And if I make up too much, I'm sure I can find molds to fill. I always make up little bears or flowers, something I can turn into a kitchen magnet. Oh, my spoons. I haven't done spoons in a while. Maybe I'll look for a spoon. All right, so I'm going to mix up my resin, and I will be right back. That looks deep, but it's actually not. So I'm going to give it a little bit more because I want it to be opaque. Okay, that should do it. All right, so this will go on the trip through the debubbler, and we will be right back. And we're back, and that is our 6 ounces of Uncrafted 1-to-1 epoxy resin. It has gone through the bubbler, and it has a bit of the orange mica powder from Rosifar, which apparently you can't get anymore. The only ones on the web that I have been able to find for Rosifar are the metallic gold and silver, and that is it. And then they have alcohol inks and pigments like that. So Fortunately, even though that was my favorite, gone. We're going to pour the head first. I'm not putting any alcohol in because of the powder that I had already. Did you see that bubble come up? See that? There are 3 chambers in the horns. So you squeeze all 3 chambers and do it on both sides. And hopefully that will stop us from getting bubbles in the tips. Okay. Well, I don't know that this is enough. I'm hoping, because that's all I can do is hope. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing before I even get to the end. That foot is not supported well. So I stuck it up against the side of the pan, and hopefully that will help us keep it from overflowing. Okay, so take my little pokey tool, come right up into the tip of each of those toes. And there's 3 toes that I can see on each of the feet, with the exception of the one that I overpoured. Actually, on this one, you can only see 2 of the feet because the third kind of falls into the body. Yes, baby, that's the neighbor's mowing his lawn. It's okay. Oh boy. Apparently, it is not okay for them to mow their lawn. All right. That is supposed to be an empty space. I mean, it looks like it's full. Kind of gonna get down because it's gonna shrink as resin does, and I don't want to have to trim him up all that much. Oh boy. Okay, for future reference, I started out with 6 and I'm at 3.5. So it doesn't take as much as we thought it was going to. So I need a good size mold to fill that I don't mind being orange. Let's do a duck. Give him a spritz. Duckity duckity duck. All right. And flowers. Oops. And then I take my sticky pokey stick, get into all the points. I really should have sprayed this one before I poured it because lots of details down in the center of the flower and points. You don't get into each of those points, you might end up with bubbles. I still might end up with bubbles. I mean, I hope not, but anything's possible. My little ducky can take a little bit more because he is not domed. And he is now. And the dragon gets a little bit more because I just noticed that this side of the tail was not domed. Again, I'm hoping big time that I don't get bubbles in that horn or in the scales of the dragon because very textured, very detailed. That's where your bubbles are going to hide. And let's do some gummy bears. Gummy bears are fairly simple. Now, I could have very easily have put this in my scrap mold, but I kind of like the idea of giving myself some gummy bears to play with. I like them as keychains and pendants, and they're just adorable. Also, you could use them as embellishments on other casts, like trays, coasters, shakers, if you're doing a big enough shaker. And I got 3 gummy bears out of that. 4 flowers and 3 gummy bears. Nice. And there goes Pepsi. He's having a fit. All right, we're going to leave these guys to set up, and we will be back in a few hours, and we will see what we've got. Look, not a single drop wasted. Okay, not a drop. Okay, guys, we will see you on demold, and then very special surprise as to what we'll do with this dragon. See you in a minute. And we're back, and everybody is done, cured. Pop these extras out. My little gummy bears. Got 3. That one's got a lot of overpour. Clean up. I'll just run my deburring tool over that. Aren't they cute? Cute, adorable. Okay, so that's them. And 4 flowers. I think I take my black pen and go in the middle and color the centers black. Yeah, they're adorable. And that is a matte mold. Oh. Okay, other extra. Mr. Ducky Pants. He also has a lot of cleanup. Oh, I'm cute. I'm cute. Mwah. Yeah, he's cute. Cutie, cutie. I do have to trim him up a bit on the bottom. I poured a lot because I didn't want to have to, I didn't want shrinkage. Didn't want to have to deal with shrinkage. Okay, so I got ink from my duck on the bottom because I had written on the bottom of my ducky 4 ounces. I have to change that because that was only 3.5 ounces left according to my cup. If I'm using the same cup all the time, then I need to make sure that I have the right, what they say is the right measurements. So it's not necessarily the actual true measurements, but same cup. All these cups are different. It's weird. You would think they would be standardized. Okay, so that's clean-ish. Cleanish for what I need it for the next step. And what is the next step? You say the next step is getting our dragon out. And hopefully we don't break any toes. And I'm hoping for no bubbles. Go around his head. Now he has, I don't know if they're horns or ears or what, but he had them on both sides. And I'm hoping that I got them without holes and I don't want to break them off. Oof! It's horns. That's cool. And there's no bubble. Awesome. Very good. I like it. These are the colors that the kid chose. Very good. Very good. Very good. I don't see any bubbles, and yet I still have some color left in my mold. Usually when that's there, I use, oh, well, okay. Maybe right there is a bubble. Yeah. But you really can't tell. You really, really, really can't tell unless you're looking really hard at it. Okay, so what are we doing with him? Well, I decided I wanted to make a coaster because he's perfect for a coaster. See? So I'm putting him here in the cake pan. I don't think he'll fit in the smaller cake pan. Let's see. I do have a smaller one. If he fits in the smaller one, then... Oh, he does. Let's see. Because the thing is, I'm not going to glue him down or anything. I'm just going to pour under him and fill in that space and cross my fingers. I mean, I could like do double stick tape or something. Maybe, I don't know. Kid?
Yep.
Here. Okay. He fits in the smaller cake pan, so we can use a smaller one. But do you think we need to make this? Well, I'll go like this. I have to clean it off, but he'll fit in like this. Do I need to glue him down or double stick tape him down? I don't really see a gap, huh?
Yeah, if you tried to double stick tape him, that would create a gap.
True.
So leave him alone.
Leave him alone, Mom. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my cake pan of spray and wipe it out. It don't gotta be pretty, it just gotta be clean because it's gonna be the bottom of the dragon coaster.
The dragon coaster.
Yeah. Oh, star glitter. And the kid decided that she wanted the center of the coaster to be green. Is it because it's sitting on grass or something?
No, it's gonna be cool.
She just thought it would be cool. I don't know. I'm going to say that it's his nest, and that's what I'm sticking with. Yep. Of course, you know, you can make it any color you want. Okay. I'm going to continue cleaning that up, and I'll be right back. Okay. So what I have here is, well, 1 ounce of, this is the Hay Clear epoxy resin. It has been mixed and debubbled. And I added just a little bit of the Rosafar Golden Green. Green Golden? Golden Green. That's the color. Golden Green. Because that's what she wanted. I didn't have any emerald green, so actually I did. But then she looked at it and she was like, I want the magic green. I said, the golden green? She's like, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pour that in here, and hopefully it's going to go under his legs, but not under his body, because that I don't want that. Yep, I don't want that. Okay, here we go. Oops, I didn't want that on his body. Let's see, can we get it off? So, I mean, to me, it looks like he's sitting in this pond or landmass, whatever you want to call it, because it's green. I guess I'm going to get more gummy bears, because I have extra. Not flowers, gummy bears. So I basically poured a 1/2 ounce. I don't want to go too far up because I don't want to cover his feet. And then everything else is going to get scraped off and stuck in my mosaic tile mold here. I don't see any leaks, so I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that it remains that way. We are going to leave these to sit for, say, 3 hours, 4 at the most, unless I get distracted doing something else. And we will be back to see if my idea worked. All right, see you in a bit. And we're back and we are ready to demold. So I'm going to pop my last 2 gummy bears. Oh, they're cute. And I like that color. That is the golden green from Resin. I'm not sure that they're available anymore. I couldn't find it on Amazon. That's the color we used anyway. This is it. The moment of truth. Did it work? Big solid base. Now there is some trimming that needs to be done once it's done curing. I mean, this is fresh out of the curing box, so it's still warm. And a cup does definitely fit in his little curl there. So that is wonderful. Now let's see. Kid, what color should we make his eyes?
Ooh, it worked.
What color should we make his eyes?
I would almost say do it green to match the pool, so that way there's some like contrast on the actual, not contrast. I don't know my color words. I just know it looks pretty. Yes, I like that.
You want to do it?
No.
What are you grumbling about, Mr. Doggy? Nobody want to play with you today? Okay, so we're just going to take my little metallic marker and I'm going to come in on his eye. I swear, it's easy to see it when it's like this, and then I turn it and I don't see it no more. And there is our dragon coaster. And I love it. I think it's a cool conversation piece to have on your desk if you're a dragon lover. Something different, something new. I'm happy. Always got to try something new. Thank you so much for joining us here in the game room. I had fun. I hope you had fun. I did try something new. And I'm happy it worked. Join us again next week. I'm not sure what we have on tap, but whatever it is, we will endeavor to make it fun. In the meantime, don't forget to play. See you soon. Bye. I like that.